Alright everyone, this is chapter 6 of the Evil Within Akumu mode. That's the hardest difficulty there is. I'm just going to do a brief introduction on what I did here. I have to explain a few things for you to get through this before I start the video. And I'm just running this off my camcorder because it's easier to do the commentary that way. I know it's not professional and yada yada, but you know, it's fuck it, you could see what the hell's happening. So I just gotta say this information while it's in my head. It took me 3 fucking days to beat this first section. This shit is no fucking joke. It is quite possibly the hardest, most frustrating goddamn game I have ever played in my fucking life. And I'm not talking about the whole thing. I'm talking about just this one section is horrible. It will piss you off. I took my controller and threw it at my fucking wall as hard as I could, and there is now a hole in my wall. The controller came back at me, flew over my head, and hit the wall behind me, and surprisingly the controller is fine. Except, I wore out this button, and I'll show you why. Oops, I started it too soon. Okay, what you want to do before you get to this, when you spawn in the hospital, now, let me tell you, I did this for 3 fucking days, so I was trying all types of techniques. Now, what worked the best for me is shotgun. A lot of people said flash bolts, so I didn't really take that into a consideration at first because I had nothing upgraded on the flash, but I had some money, so I had to keep going back to the hospital a few times and trying different upgrades. Now, what I did is I upgraded my shotgun to hold as many rounds as I could in the chamber, but before I did that, I upgraded my flash bolts to stun people as long as I could. I think it held at 13 seconds. Now, the flash bolts are going to help on the second part. The shotgun is going to help overall, mainly, whenever you get into a bind. So the less you have to reload with the shotgun, the better. And if I had any extra gel, I spent it on firing time, or, you know, you got to have a decent amount of stamina. Now, this first section, there's a simple way to do this first section. It's when these first 2 people come in the window here, kill them, and try to torch them if you can. Well, you're going to have to torch them, but even if they're dead, torch them to get their bodies out of the way because you can get stuck on them. So only kill those first 2 people. Now hurry up where I'm at the table. And before you even get here, make sure you have the shotgun in your hand before you go through the gate. Make sure you have the flash bolts loaded in your gun. And if you have any harpoon bolts, get rid of those fucking things because they're just going to get in your way. Even kind of explosive bolts, those things killed me tons of times when I was trying to use the freeze bolt. So I actually just got rid of all that shit. And I only had 2 flash bolts, and I had about 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 14 shotgun shells. So after you kill those 2 people, hurry up, run to this table, grab the matches, grab the flash bolt. Now you have you'll have 3 people that come in the window. Do not kill these 3 people. This is a good technique, somebody said, and I've used it so many times. It takes about a minute to get through this room. What you're going to do is you're going to circle around these guys so they don't hit you. If you can, go clockwise because you can see the room a little bit better, but I always found myself going counterclockwise for some reason. Make sure when they first come in the room that you're not too far over by that table, because if you are, one of the zombies will go and start attacking Joseph, and that'll fuck everything up because he's a fucking idiot, and he'll start attacking the zombies and it fucks everything up and you'll be pissed. Alright, so let's just let this play out. What you're going to do is you're going to be running in circles, but you got to watch your stamina while you're doing this, you know? You got to kind of watch it with your peripherals, or whatever the fuck that word is. So you can see I'm kind of trying to twirl the camera and run in circles at the same time. I've got the zombie patterns down. 2 of them will run at you and stop and kick, and then the lady with the knife will kind of run wildly at you and swing real wildly, and then they stop for a second. And then if I found myself in a bind, always look at Joseph too. When you see him all the way at the bottom lock, that means he's getting close to done. Now here I kind of fucked up. I wasn't supposed to do this, but I got real desperate. What you want to do is keep running around with those other enemies. I accidentally killed him on accident. Also, when you start running out of stamina and you know Joseph's about to open up that door, what I'll do sometimes is those other 3 enemies, I'll shoot them and knock them to the ground, because after Joseph says that that door is open, it's still going to take about 3 to 5 seconds for it to actually open. So you're going to have to run around the room in a circle another time or 2. So what I usually do is I shoot those enemies, they'll fall down and won't die. And if I have to, I'll shoot them again and they'll die. But by then, I'll be able to run out the door. This, I got just pure luck right here. The next wave of enemies came in and I just ran my ass off and luckily got through it. You see, I was right out of stamina and just got out of there. Now this is what sucks. There is no checkpoint here. So I died on this section I don't know how many times, like hundreds. It's fucking ridiculous. So I finally just took the flash upgrade idea, and that's what I went with mainly. I used my flash bolts when there was a group of people. As soon as those wore off, I just went to town with my shotgun trying to get these assholes away from me. I usually leave those explosion bolts because they just get me killed, but I don't know why I seem to pick them up. I got lucky right there. Always reload. If you got enough distance and everybody's on the ground, reload. And you got to really watch when you use matches, because that'll slow you down so much that you can get killed. Now somebody told me if you only kill 4 people, only 4 people will spawn. But I didn't find that to be true. As you can see, the room filled up with people. So this is where the flash bolt came in real good handy. And I'm just waiting for them to unfreeze so I could freeze them again with the flash bolt. Now this door Joseph's working on has an extra lock on it, so it takes even longer than the first room. So by now I'm thinking I'm fucked because I'm out of flash bolts. He's still got 2 locks left, so I just start to fucking hurl grenades and hope I kill everybody. Which I did, except the fat motherfucker. So I decided to take him down. And I got extremely lucky. I torched him because nobody else was in the room. Reload my shotgun, make sure it's full. And from here on out, I was just hoping I could keep everyone on the ground until that door opened. Reloaded his shotgun again. I saw that person was getting up, so I hit that barrel. I saw Joseph's almost done because he was on the bottom lock. And right here, I threw up a fucking Hail Mary and just barely made it out. So that was fucking insane. Now I got another video that'll show the first room of me twirling around in a circle. I'll play that since I'm playing the video anyways, or what I got saved, and I won't really do too much commentary on it. You can just watch it, all the way through. Hopefully I think it's this one, hopefully. This is how you should do the first section. Take these 2 assholes out, burn them. Collect what's on the table. try to kick those barrels out of the way because sometimes they get in my way when I'm running. Make sure you stray these people away from Joseph when they first come out of the window. Now keep an eye on my stamina meter, because I'm really trying to pace myself out. My stamina is extremely low right now. It's starting to build up a little. See, I knew he was about to open up the door soon, so I shot and knocked them people over. And that's probably the best way to get through the first section. In the second section, like I said, is really a Hail Mary. Hopefully you've upgraded your flash bolts all the way. I only had 2, like I said in the beginning, and that seemed to work. If you can get more than 2 flash bolts that are upgraded almost max, then you'll have almost no problem with that second part, I don't think. And yeah, just watch the video, what I did, and that's the best thing I could tell you, because like I said, it took me 3 days, a lot of cussing, I broke a lot of shit. I mean, you could even tell now, like, during my commentary, I'm still pissed off, even though I just beat the fucking section. I should be happy, but I'm very fucking pissed. And I know I got a long way to go, so I hope this video helps somebody. And I know some people don't like profound language, so pardon my French for the people that are strict with the language. That's just how I talk. Alright, good luck everybody. And you'll eventually get it. Just keep doing it. One thing that got me through this, sorry if I'm going on and on, you could shut the video off if you want, but one thing that got me through this is I looked at the PSN trophy thing online, and there's over 3,000 platinum achievers in this game. So I know it's not impossible to do. It's not impossible to platinum the game. I've seen games with less platinums that I've platinumed. So that was something that encouraged me to keep playing this fucking shit until I beat this section. So now I got a long road ahead of me of beating the rest of it, and I'll probably need a stent in my heart, blood pressure medicine, and anxiety medicine as well. Peace.